through turn 3 and 4. Looking for a start as they come up the main straight, but there won't be a start. So head down the back straight. The front row of the grid back in position with Harry Delamont on the outside.
Sometimes they do on a restart where guys will try and get a little bit of warmth back into the tyres. Is where pace car is critical to just bring them under control, so try and evens the playing field.
Officials just making sure that everybody's happy and they know what they're doing. They're in starters' hands once more as they roll down into turn number 1.
Andrew Shirley and Harry Delamont comes off the front. Because Harry Delamont, the veteran campaign on
Down the back straight they go. Harry Delamont on the outside of Andrew Shirley. Anthony Lambert back there in the pack. 75 car. Here they come this time up the main straight for heat 6. And the green light's on this time as Andrew Shirley goes into the lead. Tony Bridge follows him through in second place. And Brooke Tatnell's right up there in car number 5 in third spot as they go down through turn number 4 up the main straight. And a flick of the wrist and it's all over for one lap. Grant Tunt's back there in fourth place, followed by Harry Delamont and John. That's Andrew Shirley, your race leader. Oh, and wheels come off one of the cars there in turn number 4, and we've got a rollover. And it's car 4. Car 4's lost the wheel. But here is Tony Bridge. And now Brooke Tatnell closing the gap up there on the 95 cars. They head down the back straight. Will there be a change here for third spot and second? It's now Tony Bridge goes into turn number 1. Andrew Shirley still in position 2. Here comes Brooke Tatnell down the inside. It's Tony Bridge, the race leader. Brooke Tatnell having a look up the inside of Andrew Shirley. They come down through turn number 2 again. Brooke Tatnell up the inside. Tony Bridge, your race leader for heat number 7. Goes out of down the back straight. Brooke Tatnell having another look. Yellow lights have come on around the track. I can't see anything, but something's got to have gone wrong. Oh, there's a crash bar, Nerf bar come off on turn number, in the middle of turn 1 and 2. One of the officials just picking up a Nerf bar off one of the cars. There it is right there, has brought the yellow lights on. High through the turns, down the back straight. Tony Bridge, your race leader, 41. 2 laps to go in this heat 7. Out of turn number 2 now, down the back straight with a lap and a half to go for heat number 7. Second place still held up by Brooke Tatnell. And the white flag coming out here, 1 lap to go for Tony Bridge. Brooke Tatnell in second place, followed by Andrew Shirley in 95. Out of turn number 4, heat 7 winner coming up is Tony Bridge in car number 41. Second place there going to Brooke Tatnell in car number 5. 95 Andrew Shirley in there for third. And 66 from Western Australia, Alan Haynes in there in fourth place. Out of turn 4, looking for the green, and here they come up the main straight, and the green lights come on, and Scott Davies down the inside, Max Dumsley on the outside. Oh, but it's Scott Davies, he's taking him away there. Down the back straight, Scott Davies, he's round Max Dumsley in car 5. Back there and John Shaw in the 66 car as they come up the main straight for the first time with 11 laps to go. Heat number 8. Out of turn number 4, they go down into turn number 4. Scott Davies leads Max Dumsley. And look at this, oh, a bit of a touch there as Max Dumsley gets tied up and takes over the lead, Willie, as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straight. Max Dumsley, your new race leader from Scott Davies. And closing right up is John Shaw in the 66 car as he comes in. Oh, there's been a spin there. No, he's got out of the way. And it's Max Dumsley, your race leader from 66, John Shaw, Scott Davies. Here comes Barry Lawrence and Paul Lindbergh. But it's Max Dumsley, ex-Australian champion and soon-to-be touring car ace. 66 John Shaw from Scott Davies in third place now. Scott Davies coming back at John Shaw as they head down the back straight. They're trying to follow Max Dumsley. It's Scott Davies in second place. Here comes John Shaw with another shot at him. He's up in the second now, the 66 car for Halverline. 66 26 car. John Shaw, Scott Davies. But it's Max Dumsney, and that's what they want to do. They want to be leading the race, and Max is doing that at the moment as they come into turn number 1. The Valvoline, car number 5, Max Dumsney, heads down the back straight. Into turn 3 and 4. Up the main straight he comes. Back there in second is John Shaw, followed by Scott Davies. Now Paul Lindbergh's right up there in the 0-2 car. Looking for a run around Scott Davies is Paul Lindbergh. But John Shaw starting to put some pressure on Max Dumsney as they head down the back straight. The Battle of the Oils, it is in heat number 8. The Valvoline car of Max Dumsney, car number 5, heads up 66 car. The Valvoline of John Shaw. Third place still Scott Davies, followed by Paul Lindbergh and Barry Lawrence. But a good dice here for the lead between Max Dumsney and John Shaw. 2 laps to go in this heat 8. Down the back straight they go, a lap and a half. The checkered flag comes out. And Max Dumsney and John Shaw all over the back with the white flag out. 1 lap to go now as they come down through turn 1 and 2. Down the back straight for the last time. Max Dumsney into the main straight and looks for the checkered flag, and it's been a change for third, 2 in the back. Car number 5 Max Dumsney with 66 John Shaw and 0-2 Paul Lindbergh coming in there in third spot. They're in starters' hands as they head down the back straight. This is heat number 9.
The Australian Championship final.
Right at the back of the pack we have Robbie Farr, New South Wales 3. And here they come out of turn number 4 and looking for it, but no, the 2 cars are locked together, so there won't be any light coming on here. They start to get set, they're coming in pretty even. Here they go. The green lights come on this time as they head down into turn number 1. Alan Haynes is your race leader. He goes up high on the track. Sitting in behind him, 36 there, is Darren Jensen. And now looking for a run here, Darren Jensen around the outside of Alan Haynes and takes the lead. Mark Gilbert has just gone into second place here in car 5. And from the back of the pack, we can't quite see it at this moment, but here comes Todd Warnless, and in 2 laps he's up into third place. So he's the man on a mission at the moment. And there he is, Darren Jensen, your race leader in car number 36, followed by Mark Gilbert from South Australia, 5. And Todd Warnless in the 24 car in third place, and catching Mark Gilbert. But Darren Jensen's starting to run right away with this race in the 36 car. That's him coming out of turn number 4, but back a little bit further back on the track. Here they come up the main straight. This is for the race for second and third. Mark Gilbert, South Australia, Todd Warnless in 24 car, and right behind there too is 21 Dean McCone. As the race leader comes into the main straight, we pick up second, third as they come up the main straight. And still, I think you'll find Todd Warnless is starting to close the gap up on the second place man, Mark Gilbert. As Darren Jensen comes in. Here comes Todd Warnless, looks up the inside. Whoa, a bit of a touch of the wheels there as he comes out of turn number 2. Down the back straight they go. Todd Warnless takes over second place from Mark Gilbert, and Dean McComb back there in 4th place. And there he is, Darren Jensen, the race leader, up on the slower cars. Todd Warnless in second, followed by Mark Gilbert. They out of turn number 1 and 2, your race leader, Darren Jensen. And now 3rd and 4th just on the screen there, Dean McComb starting to close the gap on Mark Gilbert. The race leader back into the main straight into turn number 1, Darren Jensen. Todd Warnless has cleared off from the next pack, and he's starting to try and close the gap on Darren Jensen, but he won't have enough time to be able to do it in this particular heat. Darren Jensen comes out of 2 down the back straight. Todd Warnless enters turn 2 and goes down the back straight. We've got a lap and a half to go for our race leader, and the white flag coming out here, 1 lap to go for Darren Jensen in the 36. Todd Warnless takes the white flag. So too does third place man, car number 5 Mark Gilbert, and 21 Dean McComb. And into the main straight, the checkered flag play going up here. Car number 36, Darren Jensen. 24, Todd Wanless. And coming around here in a couple of seconds, we have car number 5, Mark Gilbert. Well, there he is, Darren Jensen from Titan Garages in car number 36. He's the winner of heat number 9. In second place going to 24 there, Todd Wanless. And car number 5 from South Australia, Mark Gilbert, coming in there in third place. Back straight. Also in the inside of row 3, we have Brooke Tatnall. And 25, John Kelly. Here they come, and the green light's on, and this is heat number 10. They go down into turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straight for the first time. Their race leaders, Greg Milling, Western Australia. Up the main straight they come. Greg Milling, Western Australia. Peter Smith, South Australia, car number 8. Andrew Pizzuti. Pizzuti just ducking through there and taking second place. But another man on the move, we'll see very shortly, as Greg Milling comes down turn number 2, heads down the back straight. Andrew Pizzuti in second place. That's John Kelly in the 25 car. He's up to 4th and charging. He's passed Brooke Tatnall around the outside, and really a man on a mission. He's a race leader, and he's got pressure on him, plenty, as Andrew Pizzuti chases him up the main straight into turn number 1 and 2. Greg Milling, Andrew Pizzuti, and John Kelly about to take over third place if he can. Well, we've got the lights on here. There's a 41 car, Tony Bridge. Brooke Tatnall's blown a tyre. Brooke Tatnall's blown a tyre. He's down here in the start of turn number 1. Time they're ready. They're on the gas now. And Andrew Pizzuti looking down the inside there of Greg Milling as they come out of turn number 4 up the main straight. Who's got the most power? That looks like Andrew Pizzuti. He's made Greg Milling go right around the outside. They duck down on the inside as they head down the back straight. This is a good battle for the lead. They go into turn 4 side by side. And look at this, it's Greg Milling from Western Australia on the big half-mile track. He's got Andrew Pizzuti down the inside again. Can he get up there? But no, he can't. Greg's starting to run away. The Western Australia is doing fine. As he comes out of turn number 4, Andrew Pizzuti trying to get a little bit closer again as they come into turn number 1. He makes him go up high. Andrew Pizzuti still in there, and down the inside he goes and takes over the lead. But look at this, Greg Milling around the outside, puts the power on, but it's Andrew Pizzuti, a race leader, as he comes down through turn number 1, out of turn number 2, and heads down the back straight. Oh, what a fantastic bit of driving there. Andrew Pizzuti in his second year in sprint car racing here. And winner, 38, Andrew Pizzuti takes the win from the 50 car. Western Australia, Greg Milling, and 25, John Kelly. 10-time Australian sprint car champion, and just in front of him we have, in the O2 car from Brisbane, we have Paul Lindbergh. And Chris Phillips sits in there in car 28. Okay, we're set for a start now as we come out of turn number 4, head towards the main straight. Here they go, and the green lights come on, and Kathy Kelly's got the jump. But around the outside goes Barry Lawrence as they come out of turn number 2, head down the back straight for the first time. It's Barry Lawrence, your race leader, from Kathy Kelly. Peter Murphy's up there in car number 5, followed by Nathan McDonald as they come out of turn number 4 up the main straight into turn number 1. As quick as that, Barry Lawrence, followed by Kathy Kelly, Peter Murphy, Nathan McDonald. 5 is Max Dumpsney. There they are, Max Dumpsney and Gary Rush. But your race leader coming into the main straight and into turn number 1 is Barry Lawrence in the 28 car, followed by Kathy Kelly. Peter Murphy now has Paul Lindbergh hot on his heels as they go down the back straight into turn 4. Your race leader turns into 1, out of 2 down the back straight on a slower car. There's Peter Murphy with Paul Lindbergh starting to hot up. As Barry Lawrence comes up on one of the slower cars, he passes him as he comes into turn number 1. The second race leader is still Kathy Kelly. the yellow car as he comes up the main straight. As Barry Lawrence exits turn 2 down the back straight. Barry Lawrence, his white flag out, 1 lap to go. Heads down the back straight. That's him in the 28 car. Kathy Kelly's still in second place. The white flag coming out here, and the checkered flag coming out for Barry Lawrence, 28. Second place going to car number 9, Kathy Kelly. And car number 5, 2:39.61 the time. And that's your race winner for heat number 11. Is Barry Lawrence for FAI Car Insurance from Brisbane. A fantastic job. That's him going across the infield back to the pits. He'd be quite happy with himself. Car number 9, Kathy Kelly coming in second place. And car 5, Peter Murphy coming in there in third place. Out of turn 3. Turn 4, they start to rev their motors up. They come up the main straight, and the green lights come on. Oh, we've got a pile up there in the main straight already. And the front end's been taken right out of the 66 car of John Shaw. David Anderson. Here they come this time up the main straight. The green light's on this time as they come down on the main into turn number 1. David Anderson to race leader. Scott Davis. Steve Mortimer looks down the inside. And Steve Mortimer now in second place there in car 6. But your race leader, David Anderson, out of turn number 2 down the back straight. And look at this, he's got pressure on him aplenty. One of the locals, Steve Mortimer, car number 6, your race leader now. As David Anderson thought he had everything shot to bits, and look who's coming now. It's Gary Brazier. He's back there in 4th place. As David Anderson's got a heap of problems. Scotty Davis has come back at him as they come down the main straight. Steve Mortimer's already gone. Gary Brazier flicks underneath, and he's up into 3rd place, and he'll be on the tail of David Anderson as they head down. And your race leader heads up the main straight through turn 1 and 2. Steve Mortimer. Back there for a dice there for 3rd and 4th. Between Gary Brazier and Scotty Davis. They come out of turn number 2 this time. Down the inside goes Gary Brazier. Scotty Davis back to 4. But your race leader's this man, car number 6, Steve Mortimer from 37, David Anderson 1, Gary Brazier, and the 56 car of Scotty Davis. Up the main straight they come on very shortly up on one of the slower cars. As for 2nd, 3rd and 4th, David Anderson, Gary Brazier, Scotty Davis. Your race leader exits turn number 4. He comes up the main straight. Another lap gone by the boards. He goes into turn number 1 and 2. Out of 2 down the back straight. As Gary Brazier, we'll see very shortly, starting to put the pressure on David Anderson. Gary Brazier now. Can he do something with David Anderson as they come down to turn number 1? He's down the inside. David Anderson's got to go a little bit higher. Gary Brazier pours on the gas. And Steve Mortimer takes it. 2 laps to go. Oh, Gary Brazier come from nowhere into 2nd place. David Anderson back to 3rd. And this man had caused all the havoc. The only thing gets in the way. White flag out, 1 lap to go. Steve Mortimer's just gone. There he is, 6. Gary Brazier's back there a long way back in 2nd place, followed by David Anderson. But the checkered flag coming out here from Q6, Steve Mortimer. And here comes second man now, Australia 1, Gary Brazier from David Anderson in 37. Steve Mortimer, he'd be pretty happy with himself the last couple of weeks here. He's had a couple of rollovers and a couple of loose wheels and wings, and he's just picked up the win in heat number 12 of the Australian Championship here at Archerfield International Speedway. 2nd place there going to the Australia 1, and the current champion Gary Brazier in 3rd place there going to David Anderson in car number 37.